Scorpios. Oh, sorry I was so late on the reading. I'm Val with Eternal Transformations Tarot. This is my independent. She got all the blankets up there. She pulls them up there and takes all my blankets, don't you? She's our psychic sponge, our mascot here. Today I'm going to be doing a timeless tarot reading for you. I trust the universe and I trust your intuition for this message to find you when it is most meant to benefit you and resonate in your life. Whether you're watching this right now or 100 years from now, welcome. Time is fluid. Check in with your heart chakra. Everyone take a big old deep belly breath. Release it up your spine, out your crown chakra. Release all expectations of this reading so that they can blow your mind. Calling in all angels, ascended masters, passed on loved ones of the light. Calling you in with your messages for your beautiful Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. My readings are usually going to be around spiritual transformation, okay? So although love and career are aspects of this transformation, at the very end of the reading, I'm going to pull a couple of cards on love. For those of you who have those questions, wait till the end, and we'll pull a few cards on that. I will be using the Mystical Oracle. I shuffled a lot, and the Owl card wouldn't stay in, so I'm keeping this for you guys. It buzzed really hard in my hand. The Owl card. So this is your spirit animal totem to step into right now, Scorpio. Oh man, I got together with my family over the weekend. We haven't seen each other, my cousins and stuff, for a while. And my eyes are so swollen. We were crying. It was good cries, good cries. Just missed each other. So that's what that is. We're going to be pulling a traditional tarot spread with the Starman. Again, the world kept popping up in your pre-shuffle. Also, when I was meditating on your sign, I felt this intense exhaustion and heaviness. So I'm feeling two different things here. Some of you are pushing yourself to exhaustion, and others are exhausted by the circumstances that are surrounding them right now. So I thought that was really interesting. We'll see where this reading goes, and hopefully we can get you some clarity on that. At the very end of the reading, I'm going to pull an Isis Oracle. This will be your overall spirit messages. That's my favorite deck. That's my favorite deck. Okay. And for the love cards, we're going to use traditional tarot combined with the Wisdom Oracle. All of these decks are below. If you like them, I give you the same links I get them from. Let's find out what's going on with this owl. My glasses, shallow. Okay. All will be well. I felt this, just the physical portion of my meditation of your sign was very surprising. And it happened last time too. When I was about to get on the Scorpio reading, I just felt like drained. But most of the time when that happens, by the end of the reading, we'll be feeling a lot better, and we'll figure out what the root of this exhaustion is for some of you. 39. And it may be even for some of you, a more global exhaustion, just exhausted with this pandemic, exhausted with government and news and all of that. I'm feeling that as well. It's really interesting. Okay. The owl. The owl. I'm going to read the essence and the invitation, okay? The essence of this card. The owl is the master of the night. And isn't that so Scorpio, right? You guys are so deep. It reminds me of that song, I like the dark side. What a wonderful world. She can see situations with perfect clarity, more so when it is dark, and able to discern truth when others are sightless. She helps you to find your light and your lightness in the darkest moments of your life, and to embrace the night as your ally, not your enemy. Owl can bring you messages from the invisible world. She opens your ears so that you may hear the voices of the ancestors, and you may acquire her wisdom to make it your own. Here is the invitation of this card. Look around you. Oh my goodness. I was feeling this so much in your meditation. I forgot to mention that. living in the present. Be very careful where your thoughts are, right? Especially when it comes to anything around scarcity or lack or circumstantial, right? 3D world stuff. Trying to live in the present. Even a good hamstring stretch can be absolutely tantric and joyful. And the more you step into that frequency, the more the universe will bring you reasons to feel such joy. Okay? Gosh, I felt that so much in your reading. Look around you, notice every detail, and find the hidden messages brought to you by Owl. Do not shoot the messenger. Be grateful to the friend that shows you what you have not wanted to see until now. Observe all the facets of the diamond without judgment. Remember that the facets you dislike are often the mirrors of the parts of you that you do not want to recognize. Do not be afraid of the truth, as it will become your compass. Also, felt some throat chakra stagnation here, okay? And I don't feel like, there's a lot that's controlled by the throat chakra. I don't feel like it's you speaking untrue words. I feel like you're lying to yourself about something, right? I feel like you're not being honest with yourself about something. There's something there, okay? Don't let them trigger you. I do a lot of shadow work readings, y'all. Okay, beautiful. Let's go ahead and get into your spread. Spirit, what is in their soul? I feel like you're at the end of something. A lot of people are cycling through things, and I have been saying this for every single sign. We are going to have little triggers brought back around from old cycles we thought we were done with. Little ones, I don't feel like they're going to be like tower moments. Why did I turn that off? I don't feel like they're going to be huge tower moments. I just feel like it's going to almost serve as a way to give you confidence that I have moved through this, right? You're going to easily deflect a situation or a person that normally, you would try to, I'm hearing like, hang on, spirit guide's coming in. It's almost like where you would have normally tried to fix or save a person or situation, you will now easily navigate through or around it because you know that only they can save themselves. Someone that's not ready. It's strange energies coming through. Deep. Spirit, what's in Scorpio's soul? Some people like to watch these videos as almost daily messages. You are more than welcome here. I get something from every single sign that I read for. I do. I pull something from it. There's a little note that resonates with me every time. And when you're here, your guides will show up. You know what I mean? Especially the more you're coming in. I've noticed some familiar guides coming back around. And not just for a specific sign, but for almost like a specific person. And there's a couple of you that resonate at the same frequency, whether or not you know each other. You're all over the world. That share some ascended master guides. It's interesting. Okay, Spirit. What is in their soul? I didn't feel that. What is in their skull for skull? What is in their soul for Scorpio? What's in the soul for Scorpio? There it is. I felt that. The moon. I like the dark. Yeah, there's some kind of illusion. I wonder what it is. There's some kind of illusion going on. And I feel like you're beginning to see it. The moon is trying to show you. She's trying to lift you from the illusion. And as she does so, so will you trigger and lift others. Right? Beautiful. She's lifting you up and she's using others to do it. Or maybe people coming into your life who are helping you to grow. And I keep looking. This is so funny because I believe this came out for Libra, I want to say, but I'm not sure. Ancestral ties. Notice that curse covering her mouth. It's like something is keeping you from being honest with yourself. And I think for some of you, it's circumstantial. It's circumstantial. The hanged man and your ego. Okay, so some of you being stubborn, some of you being a little stuck. However, it's I'm also feeling with the moon here, very powerful for your center, it's very dark, Scorpio, but are we surprised? I love my Scorpios. I have a lot of Scorpio placements. I have 2 Scorpio placements, not a lot. But, okay, so I'm seeing here, you're ready to make this sacrifice you're ready to make this sacrifice for the attainment of enlightenment, for the attainment of wisdom. And this darkness in the moon, it's feeling very, it's not feeling, it's feeling more sweet and lifting than illusion, right? You know how I always say it's kind of like that feeling when you sink to the bottom of a pool or a bathtub. It's, you ain't scared to go within. The question is, do you know how to get out? Spirit, what's in the root of this reading? What's in the root of this reading? I'm hearing for some of you that headspace can be an intense place. An intense place. What's in the root of this reading? Jesus Louisa, major arcana. Okay. The star. Yeah, you are. So the purposes of this pull down for you right now, right? Whether that be on the more global isolation level or for you more circumstantial, right? The purposes of this are for your enlightenment, but more than that, for your healing. For your healing. And notice here how as you are being activated, okay, notice the filaments of energy coming off of her fingers. What did I say? You will be activating others. Notice their hands coming up. Notice their hands coming up as she activates lower beings, as she triggers them, right? In ways that, and it's almost as I'm getting this sense of, and you're totally fine with it because you understand that it's for the greater good. You understand because you've been there yourself, right? You understand because you've been there yourself, and only through this disillusionment and sacrifice for enlightenment. It may be, like I said, that pull back, that pull down of having to isolate, getting really deep with yourself, getting really honest with yourself. This is beautiful. Spirit. Ooh. Sorry, I got a lot of energy going through me. And I'm like, not wearing a shirt, like I never wear a bra, but this shirt specifically, I think is like not appropriate for me to take off my jacket, but I'm starting to sweat. I should have worn a different shirt. It's like really thin, you know, it's just like a night shirt. I just threw a jacket on because it was chilly this morning. And that's another thing I want to say. When I was in your meditation, it was weird. It's a weird one. I was sitting outside, and I literally, it went from, a 10-degree shift twice in 15 minutes. It was very strange. I was sitting outside, and it was hot. I was sweating, so I took off my jacket, and then all of a sudden, the wind came back through, and it dropped 10 degrees again, and it was freezing, and I had to put my jacket back on. Not freezing, but really cold, and I had to put my jacket back on, and the clouds there's a shift. There's a change in the wind, and I think it's funny how many cards are coming out that so many signs have gotten as the collective conscious, I'm sorry, they're talking very fast and showing me images. As the collective consciousness is raising, all signs are going to be resonating more and more with each other because we are all coming into unity slowly, right? But surely. Of your past, now remember what I said, and we triggered by this, of your past that may sneak back up. It may sneak back up, okay? You have walked away from a lot, especially I'm seeing like toxic thoughts that blocked you from getting that new Ace of Cups. And you've walked away from a lot of that people, situations, and environments that brought toxicity into your life. They want you to remember that some of them may be trying to sneaky booger back in, okay? And you're going to be like, nope, ain't got time for that. Ain't got time for that. I'm on an ascension mission. Spirit, what's crowning over Scorpio? What's crowning over Scorpio? Too many. What's crowning over Scorpio? Ooh, that buzz. Ace of Swords. Nice. Again, look at that. That sword cutting through those fetuses is cutting through your ancestral ties. And as you do this healing work, this is a very deep feeling I'm getting. As you do this healing work, you are healing many lines of ancestors that came not only before you, but in front of you as you do this work. And a lot of it is going to be around this darkness of mind, okay? This 9 of Wands right here is saying you're at the completion. Do not give up now. Do not stop fighting those thoughts that want to creep in and say it's not going to be okay. Those thoughts of scarcity, right? you keep fighting that darkness. You keep fighting those thoughts because things, your 3D world is truly about to change. I feel like right now, it's really difficult to not get in a bad headspace because it's almost like the world around someone is like, God, can I get a break, please? This is all about to change. That 9 about completion, saying, stay strong. You're at that whisper far end of this cycle completion. I kept seeing that world. I kept seeing that world card. You've come to the end of this cycle. You may have a little hit with like something trying to come back in that you've moved away from, whether that be toxic behaviors of your own and things, and it'll sneak back, booger butt in, right? Negativity, or I'm hearing aggravation maybe for some of you. Do not step into those energies, because this is simply the very last little whisper fart. Hey, you got this, right? So we can move forward. Because they're trying to bring you something new. They're trying to bring you new clarity, new downloads. Beautiful, beautiful. Something new. Oh, honey, don't give up yet, whoever you are out there. Because something, it's like your entire perspective is about to shift, especially with this hanged man in the middle, right? Remember, he is there by choice for the purposes of enlightenment. I love how in this card, the lightning, the filaments of energy are downloading into him from his feet. And in this card, they're spraying off of you from the fingers. I'm getting the, oh. It's very intense feelings coming through. Scorpio, you guys. And the alien. Okay, also Virgo. So if you have heavy Virgo in your chart, or if you have a Virgo in your life, right? Also, I'm going to stay here. This is what's showering over you. They want to remind you that you came here for this purpose. To step into these deep, dark emotions and feelings. And that's your medicine. That is your medicine. Notice here, this alien, this is also the Hermit in the other deck. This alien, your DNA is changing through the traumas that you have experienced, shooting right through your heart chakra, opening up your third eye. Your entire perspective is about to change. This is very much like Plato's allegory of the cave, right? Your perception, the world, your dreams, dream bigger. Something's about to get so much better. And I know how hard it can be for my beautiful, deep old souls who came here to change this world through suffering, through grace and response to suffering. That is your medicine. For someone out there. Grace in response to suffering, I'm hearing. It's your medicine. Spirit, if, remembering you have free will, if you step into these energies, what is coming for them in the very near future? What is coming for them in the next couple of weeks to the next month? From whenever you're watching this video. Woo, Lord of mercy. Asada, it's getting good. Okay, we have judgment, resurrection. Okay, this will not be for naught, right? This is sacrifice that you've made over, I'm feeling for many of you, many years. Okay, I feel like it's been longer than just this corona year, right? For many years, you have made major sacrifices, stepping into your darkness, which is beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and now you will be resurrected. You will have so much power. Like I said, the world, everything's about to change for you. He is dripping with power. Overflowing. My cup overfloweth. And notice now he has this great effect on the world. You have a calling that may be presenting itself very soon. These cards are showing a major sacrifice, especially surrounded around suffering, possibly isolation, for the attainment of greater knowledge and wisdom. This is powerful. Okay, many downloads coming in. Many downloads are going to be coming in, shooting off almost like epiphanies. I'm also feeling with this card, all of a sudden, it's like where there was intense stagnation, all of a sudden, there are opportunities coming out the wazoo from every single like facet of your life, okay? Keep an eye on your email, too. Keep an eye on your email. Spirit, please tell me how others see them. Please tell me how others see them. Please tell me how others see them. Mm-hmm. Okay, wow. Okay. Princess of Wands and Princess of Swords. Look at this. Look at this. First of all, powerful, right? And definitely dark, creative, and fertile. Notice, now I think it's interesting here. I cannot remember the name of this instrument. I'll have to look it up. A dungi or a dungaroo, I think. Dungaroo, the oldest sound making instrument in the world that is supposed to change frequencies of the world. That's what she's carrying. And notice here her slippers off. She likes to stay connected to the ground. That beanstalk going up into the all-seeing eye. Everything's about to change for you. And I'm feeling like, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Daring, powerful, almost mysterious, like they can't figure you out. Didgeridoo, or something like that. Yeah. Almost like they can't figure you out. Stunning how she sits there crouched, ready to spring into action when the time is right. I'm feeling like people never know what to expect of you. I'm liking that energy. Mysterious. Interesting. Yep, stable. I'm not getting any kind of flighty feelings in that mystery. I'm getting stable and mysterious, though. A level of genius, maybe. A level of genius, maybe. Okay, hopes and fears. Are we surprised? No. Scorpio, the death card. Look at that. Stepping into the intensity of your own heart and mind, right, is your greatest hope and fear. But it is also the key to your transformation that will blow you up into this Ace of Wands passion. It is the medicine that gets you there. It is the medicine. Spirit, if they choose to step in to this intense transformational process, finishing this up, I'm really feeling that nine's looking at me, because we have 9 of Wands, we have the alien, which is 9 in major arcana, all about completion, moving from the past of this 8 of Cups, okay? You're transmuting. You are transmuting, truly. You are transmuting. Spirit, what's the final outcome? If, because remember, free will, if they're willing to step into this. Ooh, Lord, 9 of Cups. What did I just say? Transmuting. This 9 of Wands, exhausted. That's kind of how I'm feeling, like exhausted with the situation, the circumstance, with people, with a lot. You may be even giving a lot of yourself. Don't give up yet, because this 9 of Cups is coming. Look at this joy, absolute gratitude. Like, ooh, I did not know life could be this good. And that looks very much like the Fibonacci sequence right there. Interesting. Transmuting, because 9s are the same frequency, yet these are different vibrations. This is what you should be stepping into very soon if you're willing to finish up this cycle of completion. Anything else on final outcome, please? For Scorpio, anything else on final outcome for Scorpio? Huh? Another ace. Another ace. Ace of Pentacles. So with these two together, with these beautiful cups, I'm seeing emotional maturity and stability, absolute gratitude, also about wishes granted. This is looking very good for finances. Look at that cat. He's like, heck yeah, shit's good. Right? There's so much growing under the surface that you are manifesting as you transmute some of this negative energy, finally releasing it, and they do have a mission for you. This came out not long ago. There's Jesus Christ sitting back there. I always say, this reminds me of Sid Vicious, who spent all of his money on drugs and alcohol, had a near-death experience when he overdosed. And then Jesus came to him in his near-death experience and said, my son, if you're ready to come home, we will take you in with open arms. We love you so much. But if you can go back, we have a mission for you. Someone out there is going to heal the world through their medicine of how they healed themselves. And it may be something like YouTube, podcast, writing a book, essayist. I don't know where that came from, essayist. It may be through counseling, through other means and such. But it's almost like your story, thank you, your story is going to heal so many souls when you are truly through this cycle of transmutation from darkness into light. Interesting. Beautiful, Scorpio. Okay, let's pull an Isis card for you. Hot. Spirit, overall, that's too many. Overall message for Scorpio. Carpal tunnel is acting up today. Overall message for Scorpio. Portal of light. She glides on wings through time and space. Ooh, look what they're bringing for you, baby. Ooh, yes. Remember, when they offer you these portals, aces are not major or minor arcana, they're portals. Only you have the free will to step through them. Let's read just a little bit of that. Portal of light. Turn right to it. It's right there. Portal of light. It is only the physical reality that is bound by time and space. You are being conscious on levels beyond the physical world. You are guided to work with your healing powers beyond the confines of time and space and to allow your sense of self to expand. Start meditating. I'm hearing this very clearly. Start meditating on increasing and expanding your light body. Okay? It is safe for you to do this now. You will not become ungrounded through such spiritual growth. And I feel like some of you do have a fear of that. Look at all the portals you got. 3 aces. I know it's your greatest hope and your greatest fear. It's scary. You are not leaving your earthly awareness. You are instead expanding and adding to it. You are growing in power and awareness, dear initiate. This can be a very difficult time. You have had breakthroughs, insights where you realize that you are not who you thought you were. You are, in fact, a much vaster being. Woo, I agree with that. Sometimes this was shocking and uncomfortable and difficult to accept. At other times, it was gentle and made so much sense to you. You are learning to integrate, y'all. You are learning to integrate this awareness of your vast self into your life. The practical consequences of doing so are extraordinary. This is the sacrifice you have made to integrate, to live with less and less fear and insecurity, to become more detached and more passionate, more loving and less demanding, to need less and receive more, to feel more joy and exert less force to attain it. But I say put yourself in that attitude of joy over the small and the simple, and all of a sudden the universe brings you reasons to feel such joy. Such wonderful gifts await you, dear initiate. Oh, that's lovely. What a spiritual reading. Someone's having a major completion of spiritual awakening after a long period of sacrifice. I'm very proud of you. Oh, that was an intense reading. Like physically, I feel different. Okay, if you have questions surrounding love, send me your love from your heart chakra. Release expectation and let them answer. Spirit for Scorpio for love. Spirit for Scorpio for love. Okay, 2 cards coming out. We're going to clarify both of these. Deep knowing. I feel like some of you already know. And look, is that another owl? Yes, sir, it is. Ooh, that owl. Deep knowing and breathe. And breathe. Okay, let's pull a few clarifiers. Spirit, clarify this deep knowing. I can't stop looking at it. We're taking it. I cannot keep my eyes off of it. Wow. A change in the wind. Something is a shifting and you know it. They're saying move through this process gently, with grace. Do not force it. Do not try to speed it up. There's something shifting. There's something in the works that they're trying. It's almost like something is matching up, finishing up your transformative process, or them, others, someone else who's coming towards you, finishing up their transformative process, transformational process. Okay? Spirit, please clarify deep knowing for love for Scorpio. You may already know who this person is. You may already know who this person is. And you know they're coming. It's almost like, I'm hearing keep easy thoughts around them. If you do know who this person is, they will come to you at the time, when the time is right. Spirit for deep knowing. Queen of Pentacles could be an earth sign. Could be an earth sign. It's too many. One more for deep knowing, please. One more for deep knowing, please. Okay, this could be someone from your past. Okay, could be someone from your past that it did not go well. Now, I don't often suggest ever going back to someone from the past. Usually we get our growth from them and we move on. Sometimes, though, growth had to be done. However, I'm feeling more like it's someone new, but it's like, you know, you have this there's a soulmate for you out there. However, they're healing up too. But it's someone that you've lived many lifetimes with. Someone you've lived many lifetimes with. Now, the other thing I'm getting is that it could be someone from your childhood. Maybe you were friends with them. You may have dated them. I'm not necessarily feeling a whole lot going on there. What I'm feeling is like you're going to like run back into them either through family or friends or work or something like that. And it's just going to feel so natural. Like, oh, where have you been? And I don't remember us clicking like this before. Maybe you do. But somebody's coming back around that you have known many, many, many lifetimes. And they're going to treat you like a queen or a king. Spirit for breathe. For breathe. There's going to be a lot of stability with this person. And I feel like you haven't had that experience before. And I feel like you might almost be afraid of them coming towards you. Like I'm doing pretty good on my own right now, you know. But there's a very sweet energy surrounding it. There's a very sweet energy. They would never hurt you. They would never hurt you. Spirit for breathe. Air meditation is very important. I'm also hearing to verbalize your manifestations to the universe. If you don't ask, how can you receive? You have to ask for what you want. When I was outside, I have this little app called GhostTube, and I don't know if there's anything to it, but I turn it on while I'm meditating, and sometimes nothing will come up at all, and sometimes one word will come up in 20 minutes, and it just says one word. Pray came out. Something else too. I'll think of it. Pray and pagan. Pray, pagan came out. Maybe somebody needs, you may be pagan, or maybe somebody should have an altar that they set up, like a sacred space around meditation. Right? Interesting. Breathe. Breathe. Okay, this is very interesting. You remember you got in your past before this walking away. You've walked away from somebody that was very toxic. I'm feeling that strongly. Someone who was very, very, this king came out in reverse. Someone who was very, very manipulative. I'm feeling very manipulative. Almost scary level manipulative. And brought out a lot of toxic energies within you, toxic behaviors within you. And it was really hard for you to almost, I'm feeling like rewire your brain and get back to some kind of normal after this person left. Okay. However, you've transmuted those energies. You've transmuted those energies and are ready to receive again. They're saying this is not coming back around. Okay. They're saying that with this 9. This is not coming back around. Again with this 9, and you got the 9 of Cups. I like this version better. I don't like the fat happy guy looking all contented. You know, it's about stepping into the attitude of gratitude. Okay. However, if you are expecting this to come back around, if you are expecting to be victimized or manipulated or gaslighted even again, that's going to come back around. You get what you're thinking of, and that's how the universe teaches you how powerful you are. A change in the wind. A change in the wind. I love this card. Notice that the zebra's stripes are almost like blowing off. Interesting. He's transforming. You're transforming. And so therefore is your 3D world, because you are transforming your thoughts and your mind. 22 right now. That's awesome. Change in the wind. Change in the wind. Oh, Lord of mercy. Yeah. Okay. What I say, verbalize what you want. 7 of Cups, right? The Spirit is ready to offer you a whole new world. Don't you dare close your eyes, right? Okay. But you have to start deciding what you want. Very specifically. Write it down. Especially like when we're talking about love. I want a woman with blonde hair, and she looks like this, and she is intuitive and intelligent, and she likes to write. Whatever you want. I want a guy with a beard and tattoos, and I want someone I can sit up and talk all night with, right? Start saying aloud what you want from the universe so they can bring it to you. Do you know what you want? If not, it's time to figure it out, because they are ready to bless you. Absolute stable abundance. Like, this is the kind of abundance that you have a legacy to leave for your children, your children's children. And again with that Ace of Wands, with your passion coming in. Whew! God's saying, I know you've been through, baby. You made the sacrifice. You're about to be blessed. You're about to get those rewards because you did make the sacrifice. You did do the transmutation of negative into positive. Transmuting that energy. Okay, beautiful and intense reading, Scorpio. Thank you for the sweats and the intense emotions, but I already feel better. Just like once I did the reading, everything's out, and I love you. I manifest this reading for you. Like and subscribe, support a sister. It's like tipping. If you'd like to actually tip, I have 3 links below: Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. Tell me in the note section of your donation what you want to manifest and what you want to release, because I include you in my full and new moon ritual ceremonies so that I can give that energy back. I love you all so much. Catch you on the flip side.